Hey YouTube, today we're going to be doing some baking and I'm going to make Rhubarb Crumb Squares. Welcome to my video. This is how you're going to make it. So you're going to need 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 cup of soft butter, 2 cups of strawberries. Now the original recipe just says to use 4 cups of rhubarb, but we're going to be using 2 cups of rhubarb and 2 cups of strawberries just to add some berries in it. You can use whatever berries you want. Audri's also going to be helping me. So yeah, let's get started. So first you're just going to mix together. You're going to put in the flour. And we're going to put in the sugar. And then we're going to add in the butter. I'm just going to put it in there. Take the pastry butter, just going to and just kind of like crumble it up and mix it in. So you just basically like you're mixing it, but you're like crumbling the butter into like the flour and stuff. So just like push on it and mix in the flour while you're doing it.
Want to bring the bowl closer for a minute and I'll...
Yeah. Try to get that off the side, yes. So again, you're just basically like pushing and like mixing it together. And making the butter like go into little crumbles with the thing so it's more like more crumbly. So, if this isn't like quite like, I like to get in there with my fingers too because it doesn't do it does a good job, but I just find that you need to use your fingers a little bit too. Yeah, you can do it.
So what now we are doing is just mixing all that butter into the flour.
So what are some important things to do before you start baking?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. What else?
Tie up your hair.
Mom.
You will get very, very messy in this job. Because the butter is very sticky, so it's gonna all have gonna be sticking to your fingers. But once it gets more blended in and starts to harden up, your fingers should not be as dirty.
I'm gonna add in our dash of salt.
So we just put our dash of salt in.
Okay.
So after you're done mixing that, you did a very good job. High five. A good tip to use is to, when you're done your butter, if it has like lots of butter on it, save it and put it in the fridge. So when you need to grease a pan, if you're like baking, you can just grease it and use the thing and rub it around. It's easier to do. So I'm just going to grease my pan, and I'm going to put in 2 cups of my mixture. Okay, so I think that's good enough. It says to measure your 2 cups of the crumble mixture you need into the bottom of the pan that you just greased. 1 cup. And try to spread it evenly. So I just stir it one side and I just shake it a little bit. Some falls out. And your first layer is going to be like very like that, or you can just do half of it. So I'm just going to pat it down a little bit, make more of a crust.
You could use the back of your measuring cup if it's a flat bottom one like this. And this way you get it even. Make sense?
Yep.
So you don't get finger marks?
Two little sets. Okay, so then you're going to put in your fruit. So I have my strawberries here, and I'm just gonna put those in and try to spread them pretty even. I think if you don't pat it down, then it's kind of hard because then your strawberries are sinking into there. Like you don't have to pat it down too hard, but then like you can't really spread them evenly like this. And then I'm gonna put in the rhubarb. Oh, do you want to do some? Yeah, just grab some and just sprinkle it. And it's back. Yeah, some more on my side. So other fruits and stuff that you could use in the, I sometimes put some raspberries, so like 2 cups of rhubarb because that's like the main base, and then 1 cup of strawberry and 1 cup of like, raspberries. So then you're just gonna take the remaining crumbs, just take your cup and just sprinkle it over top. Yeah.
You know what I think would be tasty in the crumb part?
What?
Shredded coconut.
Yeah. Ooh. And we have some right now.
Well, that's just lucky, isn't it?
Yeah. We should have done that. Oh, daddy.
Ta-da!
Shredded coconut.
And we have some because Daddy's using it in his beer today, but we won't tell you what kind it is. Or maybe that video will be on first, who knows? Dun dun dun. It's a race. It's a race.
Yeah, it is rice. Oh,
Can you approximate how much or guesstimate how much shredded coconut you use so we can put it in the recipe?
I think I'm guessing about like not a cup.
No.
I'm guessing about like a quarter or half cup or something like
Okay.
that. I think if you're not that much of a coconut fan, then a quarter would do for you. But if like you like it a little bit more, then I think cup or half a cup would do good. If you really like coconut, a cup.
What temperature do you need the oven preheated to?
You need it at 350.
Oh, perfect. I already have it at 350. I'll just keep it there.
Oh, he's toasting coconut for his beer recipe. The suspense is killing me.
Okay. So, you're gonna put it in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes while you're cooking it. You might want to do it, I bake this a lot, so I think 35 minutes, and if it's still like it's not the best, like it's still kind of mushy, then I think 40 or like just like 3 more minutes will do.
Okay, so what are you looking? How do you know when it's ready?
The crumbs looks like wetter because like the fruits are coming out, and then it's kind of like wetting it, and it looks like juicy and like you can see the fruits more. Like kind of like.
Does the crumb color change?
A little bit. It just changes kind of like goldish. It doesn't really change that much.
Okay.
It just, yeah.
So we're looking for golden crumbles.
Yeah.
Good. That's it? It's done?
Yeah. It's done.
Amazing.
No, it's easy. So we're gonna throw it in the oven for 35 minutes to 40 minutes, and then we'll show you guys the finished product. Well, we're here to show you the finished product of our rhubarb pie.
Ooh,
So this is what I meant by it will kind of, the crumb will kind of get more like wet, and it'll kind of fall, and you can start to see the fruits a little bit more. That's sort of what I meant, and the butter and the crumb will start to cook. So we're gonna scoop it out in plates, and we're gonna taste it. And I came up with some other fruits that you could try. Some peaches or maybe mango or something.
I like cake too.
what's that, Nate?
I want to play on cake.
You want what?
On a cake.
The cake?
Play.
You want a cake on a plate? On a plate.
Play.
All right, so there you go, guys.
Hey.
How is it?
Really, really.
Hold on,
really
take a taste of this one, Nate. Jazz, give Nate a taste.
This is really
Here's
good.
Nate. He's gonna try it. He's gonna be the guinea pig. Whoop, sneeze. Oh, I guess he wants his own plate.
I recommend you use the coconut because it's really good.
Really good. Okay.
Okay. So, thanks for coming by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the yummy rhubarb pie or the crisp or whatever. Bye.